So hello, now I'll explain you our Indoor 5.0 dashboard. In the left side you can see the menus here. The first menu under the asset module is category definition. So the category definition is where you select the asset category for each type of asset you want to track. For example, you create categories here, so and subcategories. You can add up to 3 levels of subcategory here. For example, you add the kitchen, and under the kitchen you add eating and drinking sets, and then you can add glass here. To do that, you press right click and add, for example, and then add your name and then save. You can also edit by right click and edit. These numbers you can see on the right side is automatically updated if you add any assets in the asset catalog or asset record, as I will show you in the next slide. The second menu is asset catalog. Here you can add the assets you want to track. For example, you press the add, then you choose the categories here, for example kitchen, and then eating and drinking sets and plate. You can add material it has, for example fabric, and then write brand and model of this asset. You can also add the picture of this asset here if you press add and then save. If you want to add assets not by one but in bulk, like multiple assets in one time, you press here download Excel template and then open this Excel and fill manually each asset category and name, brand and model. And after adding multiple assets, you can import this Excel again here. If you press import and then it comes to here. So the third menu is asset record menu. Here we can add stock information of the items we have defined in previous menu in asset catalog menu. Here you can add more details about the assets. If you press add, you can fill the details of the inventory. For example, if you choose glass, quantity 5, invoice number, which firm company you bought this item, measurement unit or color, for example, what type of color it has, status, if it's damaged or good, for example, production date, and the last one is embedded person, which means to which person you want to assign this asset, and then click save, of course. It's also possible to filter above which type of assets you want to see in the screen. If you choose the right category, for example glass, then you press filter, you can see the details only the glass items. And yes, then it's like that. And then if you want to see, for example, if you want to change the column names, I mean if you want to move these columns to left or right, you can press the titles and you can drag and drop. For example, you want to see status information insert column, you can drag above and click save, and you can also click which information more or less you want to see about the item, and then click save. And if it's updated, you will see that status column will be moved to the left side. Yes, as you can see here. Yeah, and Excel functionality is also available here. So if you download the Excel template, then edit and add, of course, these assets into the Excel template, and you can import back the Excel file here, and all the items will be added to here, to this table list. The next menu is map menu. Here we can see the assets in the map. You can see which assets is where in the building. If you click one of them, you can see that in this area there's in the terrace area, the category is kitchen, and there's a table, and there's 4 pieces of table, and it's assigned to employee Mert. Yeah, and basically it's like that. And you can also filter each asset here you want to see in the map, as I told before, and show. There's no computer, but if you press glass, you can see there's a glass on the map. And the next menu is log record. Here you can see what type of activities are done on each asset. For example, for the let's say bed item, one bed is added by the employee meeting, and you can see the difference. The previous count is 1, the new count is 2. Or let's say for oven, 1 piece is removed, and so the next menu is counting menu. With mobile handheld terminals, it's possible to count items that has RFID tags on them, so that the count is done automatically by using these terminals. So if, as you can see, some employee named Metin Demir has done this counting using these terminals on this date. And if you press the details, you can see the details of the task on that day. For example, if you see the bed, in Turkish is yatak, you can see that the new count data is 3 using the mobile handheld device, and the previous value is 2, so difference is 1. Actually, what it means, in the stock there is 1 more bed actually. And you can also filter these items from here based on differences. For example, if any asset change its value, increase its value, you can press excess ones, and you can see that added ones. Or if there is missing ones, you can see that for example keyboard is missing. Yeah, and you can also group by asset. So what it does, it just eliminates barcode and groups by the asset names, and you can see in compact list. In stock pivot menu, we can see the stock information of each inventory. For example, you can see here the inventories and all inventories and their stock information. You can drag elements from left side to right side and see the stock information instantly. For example, if you put category 1 here, you can see in nice view in category manner that for example from electronic devices there are 3 assets and the values. And you can also change this, of course, and the brand, you can add a brand here or here and see the values based on this. You can also put filters. For example, you want to see only computers, you can click the computer only and see computers. So let's go to the different menu. We were in asset module menu. Let's go to definitions menu. If you go to user list, first one is user list. In this menu you can add the users who wants to log into this dashboard. So you click to add and then put the user data. For example, his username, password, name and surname, email address, his user type, and here's important, you give the permission if the person can change the count data using the mobile handheld terminals, as I explained before. Some users can use this device and change the count data, or you cannot give this permission. And here's the permission to see the modules, if you can access to different type of modules, counting menu or asset module, and counting menu, and so on. So now let's go to reasons menu. As I explained before, in counting menu, the person can count the assets automatically using mobile handheld terminals, and in case of a change in the amount of assets, the person normally puts a reason for that change. So we need to define these reasons in this section. After that, it's possible to use this added reasons. How we add, we click here on the right and put explanation here, what type of reason, and save it. So then we can select the reason from this defined list. So now let's go to notify definitions menu. Here if we can set that if any asset moves inside the building, the responsible person will get a notification. The notification is possible to get via dashboard or via email. So the person needs to check the marks, which method he wants to receive the notification, either dashboard or email or both of them is possible. And the person can write the email template with the subject and body here. So here's the status menu. If you saw previously, we had status field in asset record menu. So here you define what type of status or condition the asset can have. You just press the add button here and write what type of status the asset can have and save. Then it's possible to use this status field in asset record menu. So the same with the colors menu. So here you can define different colors so that you can use any of them in asset records menu to fill the data about the asset. So you can just add what type of color you want to use and then press save. So the same as for the materials menu, you can define different types of materials for the assets, so you can use any of them later in asset record menu. Same as for units section, and for measure of units, you can add different type of measure of units. So the last section is tags menu under the definitions. Here this section is actually extra for the custom definitions. If you want to define something else that's not available in above menus here, you can define it here. For example, you can enter anything you want and it will be defined. It will be available in assets record menu. So now let's go to the last section, which is employee menu. This menu is only available for employees. In this section, the employee can only see his assets that are assigned to him. And another section is asset register screen. Let's say the factory wants to use this dashboard from now on. It will take a lot of effort actually if the managers add and assign these assets to employees one by one. Instead, employees can add their borrowed assets in this section, so it will take less time and less effort. The employees can add these assets also by QR code of the item by scanning the QR code, and they can fill this data here and save. Yeah, and that's all for this demo dashboard. Thank you for your listening.